Let's draw hands. Hello everyone, I'm Artextric and we're back with our autonomy video. I'm going to be really honest, there's nothing I can truly say or show you that is going to be a guarantee that you guys can draw hands compared to the others. Well, not that there was guarantees, but there was a lot more practical to learn compared to this, because I don't know, hands is a complex subject. It's very complex because if it doesn't look right by the slightest, it just destroys the whole illusion of what hands look like. But the number one thing I can at least give you guys, the number one thing that is guaranteed for you guys to draw hands, is to learn your forms. And oh my god, my what the hell? Jesus. Anyway, so what I'm saying here, guys, is that you guys need to learn your forms. Forms are going to be the ultimate decider if you can do this or not. The only way I can say, like, other than just knowing your shapes. Why isn't? Oh, sorry. Other than just knowing, what the hell? Other than knowing your shapes, other than like knowing your squares, your circle, your triangles, you know, anything like that. Those are like the basic stuff. 3D forms and all that stuff. Like, that's one thing, but like when it comes to hands, you can still break them down as shapes. Most cases, it's just that it's going to be a bit difficult because I don't know, there's such a complex body part that just breaking them in shapes is not always 100% guaranteed for you to get it right. You just need to know how to place those shapes and then, you know, soften them to make them seem organic most cases. So I already have stuff that I kind of written up already for you guys to show you, but I'm not going to draw anything in this section. That's for the other section of me talking over my little, I guess, time-lapse speed paint, whatever thing. I have the stick figure method when you make the little sticks and you make them points, right? And you have to know where to break off the joints and all that stuff. And then here's the oven method, when you use the oven to, I guess, keep your fingers in line in a sense. And then there's the hot dog fingers. I already wrote this on one thing. I kind of messed up in the last video, so that's why I have this up here. So that's why they're already written. I would have written them while talking to you guys. But this is the hot dog method, or the sausage method, or whatever you want to call it. And then the last one is the guideline method, when you use like these guidelines to see how far, how long, and where the points will be for your fingers and all that good stuff. I tried to do that, but in the last video I tried to make, that went left. And I think they pretty much hit the mark on that sense, but they're not perfect. I'm not drawing a hand in this section. I'm just giving you guys ideas on what you can use to at least give you a sense of like a good path. But I think I'm going to put most of in the descriptions of other artists, YouTubers who talk about this that I learned from, like Proko. I don't think Ross Draws did actually a hand video, and some others. I'm going to put their stuff in the descriptions. I can't name them all right now, and I can't think of it right now because I'm kind of like winging this right now. But I'm trying to keep this as short as possible because the last video was way too long, even for my own good. Okay, so we must learn your forms. Always learn your forms. That's the number one thing I can at least tell you, and that'll be more guaranteed for you to understand this than me just saying, look at this trick, and then that's it. There's no technically any trick, because since hands are such a monster on its own, there's no real way of doing this. No like a copy and paste, any type of thing like that. Like eyes, or like keeping things proportioned in a sense in a certain angle. There's none of that. I can't think of any unless I'm just too lazy to think of it. But anyway, the point is, to learn your forms, the number one thing you must learn is to use ellipses and use perspective. When I say use ellipses, perfect example, it's like oops, like that circle, for instance. Or I can use a really weird looking like this. You can't have a name to a shape, but I can like give it some form, like use the ellipses to give it form, like, you know, like this. And it's not seen as just this, I know it's not a perfect example, but it's not seen as this, you know, 2D shape. It's seen as like a literal shape of something, because I put the ellipses there. It gives you a sense of like it's a 3D shape. That makes sense? I think that makes sense. In any way, you can use basic shapes. That's perfectly fine. But I'm just saying, something like this, that's what you guys need to learn. And I'm going to put most of the hand videos that I've learned from other artists in the description. So if this doesn't help you, at least the ones in the description will, or have a better explanation out of this, because I couldn't think of anything that could be very good to explain this in any way. And the only thing to do is just practice. That's all you truly can do. And then when you understand it from beginning to end on where to place the fingers, I think the first thing you should learn when it comes to forms is learning how to draw your fingers. Like, if you know how to draw a finger, I don't think placing them in certain angles won't be a big deal. But when you're trying to draw the whole hand in one section, it just doesn't make sense, you know? It just doesn't. Like, it really truly doesn't. Like, it'll confuse you, or something's gonna look off. I suggest just break it down by like each shape, like from the fingers to the actual palm, the thumb, and then the wrist. But I think the wrist is not that big of a deal. That's actually the most easiest part, to be honest with you. But keeping things in line intact in certain angles, that's where you guys have to learn your forms and learn certain planes. That's the thing, you're going to be hearing that a lot in the videos that I'm going to put in the descriptions. You must know your planes. And I didn't understand that at first, but now I kind of know what that means. I don't know how to explain it myself, but I understand it. Like, I understand it more than me explaining it. So in the next section of me, my past self, who did the pre-recording of me drawing, he will explain as best as I can, but I don't think it's going to make much of a difference compared to this. But this is more like a slowed down version compared to what I'm going to show you with the time lapse and stuff like that. So it's going to be extremely short and to the point. I just wanted to give you guys some type of like guideline that you can use, like the muffin method, the stick method. That's okay. The stick method, or hot dog fingers, or anything like that. So, you know, it is what it is. I know this one was not super interactive or super long, but I think I pretty much gave you guys at least a kick in the right direction, I think, in my opinion, but I could be wrong. We'll see in the comments section, or what you guys say on Instagram. So if you guys enjoyed this, thank you so much for, you know, listening for what I have to say. I know this was not like a groundbreaking any type of video like compared to the rest, but I had to be honest with you instead of just trying to make you guys think if you do this method, therefore you're going to be guaranteed to be the greatest artist in the world. I don't think that'll be the smartest thing to do. I think that'll be kind of like enabling like bad habits. So I suggest just to learn your forms, practice your forms. I will give it like a month. Like, just practice your forms for a whole month, just your forms only, and then you'll see a difference when you translate to hands. Or you can just still focus on hands doing forms, and then within less than a month or more, I think you guys will be somewhere where you want to be when it comes to hands. I'm still there too. I have my moments where I can just get it, and there's other times I'm just a train wreck. I'm not gonna lie to you, in the videos you're going to see with me with the time lapse, I had to make several adjustments, a lot, so I'm going to time lapse it. So far it might be at least 10 minutes or less. This might be a 20-minute video at least, at best. It's not going to be any more than probably 20 to 15 minutes long. So with that said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you, and if you want to follow, if this helped you in any way, which I kind of sort of doubt, but I hope it did. But If you guys want to see anything else from me, there will be a poll on Instagram after this video comes up on YouTube asking what you guys want. So you want to partake in that. That's only 24 hours. So if you want to partake in that in any way, I suggest you run to that there. If you want to find me on Instagram, here it is. You can see my Instagram right here, where you can find me. And I'm usually there majority of the time, where I be talking to like other artists and understanding them and learning from them. So with that said, thank you guys so much. Here's my past self with the pre-recording of me talking about how I got to point A to point B. It's not going to be super long, so don't expect it to be, and it's going to be cool, pretty quick and to the point. I'm going to try my best to explain, but I don't think there's much to explain. So with that said, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you next one. Here's my past self. Alright, buddy. It's past Jace here. Now, I just want to let you guys know that when I started doing the first hand, you can see that there were some serious problems with, I think it was the pointer finger on this hand, and it was incredibly like problematic, because as you can see, those of you who are like beginners, who are just like literally getting into drawing hands, some of you may think this is pretty good, but those of you who have been drawing hands a lot better than I have, you can actually see like a lot of problems with it, especially the anatomy of things. I did with the jack skeleton method when I made the fingers a lot skinnier than it is. So skinny to the point that the skin looks like it's part of the bone. It was kind of sad, to be honest. But to be clear, I did use reference, because even though reference was helpful, it didn't do much for me. I guess I need to really focus on my visual library on these type of things. So when it came to the construction method onto my work, it was helpful, I'm not gonna lie, but then again, it didn't do much, because even though I practice as much as possible using construction, something with hands is just very complex. So I used the methods as I showed you guys in the first method, with the sticks to the mittens and to the, I think, what was it, the hot dog method, or the sausage matches, depending on what you call it. I try my best to use it as best as I could, but I think overall my forms was just still off, as I mentioned in my future self, where forms are like seriously a problem, because if you don't understand forms, you're just not going to have a great understanding on how to do this. Like, there's some people who can just wing it and look at it and get it. And I think there's certain angles that we can just get when it comes to hands, but don't delude yourself. Just because you got one angle right doesn't mean you got all angles, because the hand is a complex, and I mean a complex body part. I'm not trying to scare you guys or make you think this is going to take like years and years and years and years to actually like learn this. It may just take, I think, maximum a month or two. If I have to like actually guess, if you guys work hard at this every day and do like a sketch fulling of pages of hands only, I think you'll get it less than a month. Like, if you just keep working at it, most likely. Because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this took several tries, and even though this is like 6 minutes long, it's a lot longer than it is. Like, each hand took about like at least 30 minutes or more. Just to get to that point. Even I showed about my forms in this, and it was really frustrating, extremely frustrating. But it was satisfying that I actually got it done. I was so scared that I was not gonna get this done. I was gonna actually like thinking of giving up. But that's what your mind usually tries to make you do. It tries to make you think that because something's hard, you want to give up, and that's just a coping mechanism. And don't fall for that trick. Just keep striving and try your best. You'll eventually get it. Your brain will see the problems every time, because your brain will know what is what's off and what's not. And even if you're having some trouble, have a friend or someone who's just as good as you, or probably even better, to look at your work and get some some feedback. Maybe they can like point some stuff that you can actually see. I was listening to this one YouTuber. I forgot his name. I may have to put him in the description somewhere. But he said somewhere around the lines that life drawing is perfect to get this down. If you guys learn life drawing in any type of way, like if you learn to draw from life, you'll have a better understanding on how the anatomy works. And I'm not even talking about gestures, but just the overall body. It will help those of you who are probably anime artists. Don't worry, I'm not telling you go draw realism stuff, but if you learn from realism, anime is pretty much like a simplistic version of that. So if you can go down that road, doing anime will be super easy. Trust me, I have been doing it for years. And if you look at the difference between your realism drawings and then you do your anime drawings, you'll see a significant improvement. Just trust me on that. But yes, but back to the topic at hand. So I can tell, or you guys can tell by this one with the peace sign, it was my hand here is extremely fat for some weird reason, and it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I actually made the fingers look like worms as much as I could. They kind of look like little worms, little earthworms, but I think I got it pretty much. And then I tried to use some coloring methods, so I just put a coloring so it makes it easier for guys to see and all that great stuff. I think I used it for the thick challenge for my thick models. I know some of you guys was probably asking when I'm going to do the revealing of who one of the postings of the poses, and I will put that out soon, don't worry. I am working on the character and the pose that got the most likes. I might make a character around just being thick, pretty much in all aspects. But I hope this helps you guys in any way. Remember, try to use the sausage meshes, the mitten method, and the oven method, or the stick method. It'll help you guys. Or try using the the guideline method. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for your help. There, guys.